Hey everybody, it's Never, and I want to talk today about something that is pretty great. I kind of prefaced it a little bit with the last video, but I want to talk about my favorite profession in the game. Where is it? There we go. Professions. And that is engineering. I chose Gnomish Engineer not because I like gnomes, I wouldn't ever want you to get that impression, but because it has the coolest stuff. So, engineering has become pretty great in Draenor, even if you're not an engineer. And I'm going to show you exactly how. So first of all, there's a bunch of toys that you get. And here are some of them. You get this rocket launcher thing. Now, when you start out, this thing's like, oh, okay, like, you know, a few thousand damage, not a big deal. Well, it scales with your level, people. So this thing right now, it's got a range of 40 yards. And it fires a missile that can crit and does a dot for about 50,000 damage at level 100. So yeah, there you go. And it's a 1 minute cooldown. It's great. There is also, these things are called water gliding jets. They let you walk on water. That one's only available to actual engineers. You can also get some rocket boots that let you run really fast for a while, or sometimes will launch you into the air. But there's another really cool one that is kind of great. So I'm going to get this guy's attention here. Now, over a little bit of time, he would make some nice lunch meat out of me. But this thing is a wonderful shield that lasts for quite a while, all things considered, and it absorbs a bunch of damage. This thing absorbs over 50,000 damage at level 100. Usually, the time will run out before a mob will do that much to you. I mean, this is a fairly low-level mob, but it's still pretty nice. And it's a 1 minute cooldown. The rocket and the shield thing, anyone can use them. But there's another item that is really wonderful that everyone should own. It's a bit expensive, but it is absolutely worth picking one up if you can. And that is this little guy right here. Oh, not you. Okay. The Looterang. I said Looterang. There we go. It can loot up to like, how far away? It's like 40 yards. And it'll loot everything, and you don't even need to make a macro for it anymore. The Looterang is absolutely wonderful. See, look, there's this one over here. There it goes. It's so sweet. Inspired by Legend of Zelda, I'm sure. So go get yourself a Looterang, and then you just push a button and you'll loot everything around you. No more finding the mob and clicking it. It allows you to be even lazier, which is something that I terribly enjoy. Finally, there is also, I already showed you the gravity well, but there's also the glider. The gravity well is only for engineers, but the glider, you can get gliders for anyone. You get used up. The real engineer can make gliders that don't get used up. There's also a thing that gives you stealth as long as you remain stationary and for 6 seconds thereafter, I think. It's wonderful stuff. And the stealth thing, anyone can use that. There's even a couple of other things that you can make. You can make a hat. Check out this hat. So this is a 640 epic hat. But here's the really cool part. You see how it's required level 91? That's right. So as soon as you land in your garrison, if you've got somebody who can make this because it's BOE, you can have an epic 640 hat all the way through leveling up. There's also this wormhole centrifuge, which requires engineering, but it makes a thing that can teleport you around Draenor. And there's other cool stuff, like a personal hologram. Do I even have one of those? I don't think I have one of those yet. But it makes a hologram of you. The swap blaster is neat. It swaps your place with another party member. The world shrinker makes everything really small, or makes you big. It kind of depends on your relative point of view. And then there's like this stealth man deal. So in order to start doing engineering, you need a whole bunch of ore. Now, I went on an alt, and I leveled up engineering from nothing all the way to, let's see, to like 600. Because at 600, you can start actually like using some of the Draenor stuff. I think you need a minimum of 500 to use most of the stuff. I leveled engineering all the way up to 600 for under 2,000 gold. And all I did was I just went and bought the 2 types of Draenor ore. That's all you need. You don't even need bars because there aren't bars for Draenor. You just need the ore. And you can get up to engineering all the way to 600 for less than a couple thousand gold. And it only takes you maybe 15 minutes. If you go to wowprofessions.com, there's guides that tell you exactly how to do it for all the professions, and it's really great. Enchanting, not so easy to do that way, but every profession in Draenor has got some sort of catch-up mechanic that makes it so you can dive right into the new stuff right from where you're starting. So to get yourself started with engineering, you want to talk to you want to get the engineering thing in your garrison. It's a small one, you can get it really early on. And then you want to come over and... No, it's not that dude. You want to talk to this dude. And he can teach you engineering. It's one of these dudes in here. They can get you started with engineering. And then you'll find the Draenor engineering thing. Or I think you can actually just buy it. But that'll get you going. You can start making the thing that you really need, which is gear spring parts. And these will level you up like a mofo. So if you want to do it over time, this is a great way to do it. You get like skill up 10 of these up till 600 with that. It's wonderful. And so I would really encourage you to do it through the garrison thing. It's meant to be that way. And then you can get all the ore from the mine and give it to these guys, and they'll turn it into more gear spring parts. And you can make stuff like Blinktron and all that jazz. It's pretty sweet. So get it started here. You can make the Secrets of Draenor engineering once a day. In fact, I better do that. And that will allow you to get these little books. There we go, Secrets of Draenor engineering. And then those, you trade them to buy the schematics for how to build these things. And you'll notice they all just take gear spring parts. So the recipes have been really simplified. And I'm kind of on the fence on that. It's kind of neat if you have recipes that have a ton of different mats you've got to acquire and put them together, and it feels like you really brought something together and made something special. At the same time, for most of the stuff that you're making, gathering a variety of mats would be really annoying. So for most of it, I'm kind of glad the recipes are simpler, but at the same time, there is some of the fantasy lost with that. Also, if you get a person working at your garrison, you get to make even more stuff, and then they'll sell you these other things like this mailbox or a fake Jeeves that repairs stuff, and some of these other like these trinkets that are pretty good starting trinkets if you need an item level 600 trinket. So I would encourage you, if you're not sure what professions you want, consider engineering. It is a wonderful profession that has stuff that is really useful anywhere you go. From speed boosts to shields to stealth, it really gives you the stuff that other classes have that you're jealous of. So, thanks for watching. Check out engineering, and let me know in the comments if you've had any cool ideas or tricks that you've done with engineering stuff, because I'd love to hear about it and maybe show some of them off, kind of like the combination of Gravity Well and the hang glider. Again, thanks for watching. And please like, comment, subscribe, and share the video with your friends. And, okay, thanks, bye.